the Ember Spirit and the Puck. The Boom and Ducky.
Oh,
How do we feel this matchup is going to happen?
This is the showdown, Shiva. You know, the winner of this series plays on Viking. That's exactly what we heard. You know, if Ducky wins, Boom's kicked. It's as simple as that.
Wow.
It's not, but unfortunately, I wish that was the stakes. Imagine if Dota was like that. Imagine if people had games where it's like, you win this series, you're on the team.
Yeah, I mean, oh gosh, can you imagine? That would be some high stakes Dota. Just like, you did it. You slew our mid. Congratulations. Welcome to the team. You are clearly the better person. That would make some real ugly rivalry.
TI show matches would never be the same.
They should make that a thing. You do like mini turbo matches, and then each time, you know, But what if you really like your team?
Yeah, then you don't sign up to it. You know, it's only if you hate your team you sign up.
Oh dear. Well, in any case, we have them prepared over here, standing over by the rune spot. We've been seeing a lot of 5v5s going on early on, so nothing too surprising.
Yeah, I like the how no bounty hunter. Obviously, they're holding their top triangle. That's the natural place for Radiant to play. Viking, aware of that always being the fortified area, they move through the bottom side just to see if anyone's being a little bit cheeky trying to go for the bottom rune.
But pretty much an even split.
Yeah, a nice rule of thumb for anyone playing Dota right now in the patch is if you are not 5 at a rune, do not contest it. Like, your enemy is always going to be there. Like, you can never, you know, sneak out a rune. So please, just get all the lads, pick a rune, and go for it wholeheartedly.
Depends on your rank. Right? Certain MMRs, you can definitely steal all the runes.
I think what'll be really interesting for me too is just taking a look at the way that some of these fights are going to go down for the side of no bounty hunter, because typically you'd think with Clockwork, right, doing some of the initiation, but I feel like it's so important for Clock to be able to cancel out the Snapfire kisses because she's going to be sitting so far back. So obviously, you know, your Puck's going to be going in there with his face, but how does the rest of the team kind of play around that?
Well, they have a really nice construct to a fight where Abaddon, as a support-wise, is strong. He can walk up into the high ground areas. He can survive through that initial jump because he's got his ultimate, borrowed time, and then he's unlocking the kind of division game. Clockwork suddenly gets that perfect initiation. So where Viking has all-out aggression and damage on every hero, no bounty hunter, they sacrifice a little damage in their draft just to try and kind of unlock that entry to jungle areas and entry to kind of places without vision, because Abaddon and Underlord both can walk into that with pretty much confidence. All right, let's check the CS. All right, Boom's currently keeping his spot on Viking with a 7-2. Ducky 4-1, remaining on no bounty hunter.
Pretty calm though otherwise. We haven't seen any hyper aggression coming out. You know, just a lot of like chunking away. You can see that Hustle has been trying to, you know, drag some creeps over. So a little bit quiet, but I think that's just the nature of the draft, right, T?
Oh yeah, for sure. Like, pretty much all of these lanes are going to be extremely static, I think, other than when...
hey!
Surprise! Yeah.
Oh no.
He got tossed into the tower range.
And so it begins.
Yeah.
The Centaur reign.
Damn, Kezu. I was about to make a point and you got a kill. How dare you, Kezu? How dare
Caster's
you?
curse. You know, I was thinking, it's going a little slow. Why don't we curse this and make sure that we get some action on the board?
I think if we get the replay, I did say but as the kill happened, so,
Okay.
you know, luckily...
You keep your job on the desk, then, T.
Nice.
We won't send you back to coaching just yet.
Oh, no, please.
Nice stop here coming out from Kezu. Again, there's not a whole heck of a lot you can do. The center is very, very tanky. So Flash will continue to just harass, but he has to be very careful he doesn't get too close to that tower again.
I think one of the... oh, the little shredder. Oh, God. It's filth. But
When
yeah,
is it going to get nerfed?
when he's going to get nerfed?
Yeah.
When's Beastmaster going to get nerfed, Shiva?
That's a great
I
question.
raise your question with another question.
I mean, I'm sure the patch C is in the works.
To be fair, though, with the little shredder, it isn't... It's like, it's very good, but it's not, like, broken. I think it enables 5 to play a strong lane. Simply put, Solar Crest is the issue in this scenario, I feel. The ability to buy Medallion, it amplifies the Lil Shredder way too much. So I think Beastmaster needs nerf, Lil Shredder or Solar Crest, but realistically, Solar Crest helps way too much. That needs to be made a little bit more expensive.
We don't have the audio, unfortunately, to hear you say, but we can see exactly what happened there.
Okay, can we get another replay?
You're turning in quite the diva there, T. You need to be careful.
Sorry, but I've not cast for like 2 months, Moxie. All right, so this is all the casting angst being released in a single 4-minute.
Let it out. Let it out. Let it be a therapeutic moment for you.
It's very therapeutic.
To get some plinks though over here as Aramis does get spotted out by Hustler. Trying to contest this rune. Nice avalanche though. Aramis will snatch up the water rune. He needs to be a little bit careful here. Does have the orb, so he's going to be able to just go right back on over to the lane and collect himself the second water rune. Yeah. Top lane though. The spin over onto Blink, and that is a dead Underlord.
And this is the discrepancy in the lineups, where when you leave a Centaur alone, he's playing into Gyro Baden, he doesn't get threatened by a kill. But when you leave the Underlord alone, and that Clockwork rotates to the River Rune, a Juggernaut Snapfire, insane kill potential. You know, with that cookie, with the spin, it is going to kill him. And of course, Blink was a little bit out of position there, dying to that rotation. Like,
I'm trying to put so much pressure on Kasich, but it's not really seeming like it does a whole heck of a lot. In fact, they're taking like damage right back off from him.
Get him, guys, get him.
They silenced him, you know?
How many last hits did he miss for this?
Yeah.
Is that salve really worth it?
He missed like 2.
Consumables are expensive.
It makes your Curie go slower too. It's also the psychological warfare of, haha, you're low.
Uh-oh, Taki?
Woo!
Woo! 50-something hit points. Ooh, Aramis though, he's hoping that Taki was going to go through the mid lane. But he's smart. He's playing outside in the trees.
Yeah, and again, you asked during the draft, Shiva, why Centaur strong, and it literally is this. Like, look at this 4 position. Aramis has just spent his entire time rotating between mid and kind of poking at the top area, not really committing yet, but it's the fact that he is fully free to do whatever he wants. He's stopping stacks occurring in the jungle. The vision as well was very deep. Like, yeah, this is a classic product of the tankier offlaners that get picked.
Just realized that they moved the screen over. This is wonderful.
I tried pointing.
Oh.
You were very committed to the small screen.
I am. You know, I got to keep my eyes on everything that's happening, or else I get yelled at.
By whom?
Everyone. When am I not getting yelled at, Sheever?
Well, normally you're the one doing the yelling.
I am indeed. They did manage to go steal up the rune, though, so there's the invis over on Aramis. The body block's coming out over here on Hustler. There's 3 people here. There's the cookie hop again. This is looking like a dead Hustler, although he was trying to get that denial from Roshan.
They finally killed him.
That's what I was thinking. They finally killed Kazu.
Yeah.
So normally on the build on Centaur, you go for like double bracer or like an early hood. So I guess he just didn't have those items coming into play straight away, and that's why the 4th attempt at trying to kill him, it finally did prevail. Kazu getting a bit too comfortable in the lane, and it is good to see no bounty hunter finding punishment. In these type of games, when you're playing against a team that is, on paper better than you, you can feel confident with just, okay, we're trading farm, we feel good here. But the fact they are able to, even get the kills and push deeper, it's a good sign from the bounty, especially these lower division teams. They get way too happy with just farming.
Do we have a judgment yet on the mid lane?
I believe this yes is going in the favor of Boom there.
Boom's keeping his slot on the team.
All right, it's the bottom.
Yeah, this is it. Yeah.
Stomp?
He doesn't have his boots. His range up just got removed or kind of given to him. So yeah, unfortunately, he just wasn't ready for that type of aggression.
Well, it's got to make you feel pretty happy on the side of no bounty hunter.
How many times have you made puns off of Khan's name? Like, can he do it? Can't he do it? You ever done that before? I'm just trying to scope out if it's like a...
if it's an accepted thing to do.
We've used it a couple times. I don't think that we've used up all the points on it. Definitely not in the season, I don't think, right?
Look, blink and you'll miss him dying.
Okay.
God, I can't even focus on the fight now. All right, there it is. Blink gets murdered by Boom. Get a couple of these slides off because they have a nice... Oh, the Dream Coil does get used and the Cookie Snap coming out. It's a dead Celery as now Boom is surrounded by multiple heroes. He's trying to just fight here with Flash. Flash, of course, not very high level just yet. And Taki needs to be careful as well because Aramis has joined the side. And he's going to try to orb away. Oh, the Remnant, though, coming forward. He was trying. He's not going to be able to quite do it. As Ntaki turns right back around again, bottles up. They've got the... oh, God, they just murder Ntaki over on the side. Now Hustler just trying to buy a little bit more time, trying to buy some space. It's fairly tanky. Does get slide again by Boom. There's a regen rune here. He wants to at least deny it from Boom, and he won't be able to, but he'll die in the process. No, I think that's totally worth. Oh, I mean, no, never mind. Celery's bringing the bottle service.
All right. Do you think that refilling a bottle should be in the game? Like TPing to mid and someone else filling up your bottle?
It's always been there, though.
Yeah, no, but I feel like we've had it for too long.
I think with the recent changes, with the map being made bigger in terms of feel, right? Because movement speed a little reduced, TPs being more expensive unless you die a lot.
Yep.
I think the sacrifice of a support teleporting mid and then having to walk wherever that person's walking to. Yeah, I think it still should be in the game.
Okay, that's fair. All right.
Because it's a strategical decision to make, and you're crippling somewhere else.
We've already taken out the bottle crow, too.
Yeah.
Oh, perhaps the setup here. Call down. Stampede's going to come down as well. So Khan not going to survive this. And the slide coming out now. Hustler is just going to be a bunch of scrap parts.
Yeah, I just love how active Viking are being on the map.
Taki hoping that maybe he can get something out of this. Cookie hop not quite going to land, so it's taking a while, but eventually Celery will fall in that mid lane.
And this is punishment for TPing mid for the bottle refill.
Bottle.
Would he be there if he wasn't refilling a bottle?
Or he gets a TP scroll.
Hey.
He got it back.
Well,
Did
I
get
think
it back.
Flash just got the D ward there too, at the very least. So, you know, you got to look at the small victories coming out, but he's definitely getting a lot of action here.
And the rune is top. It's an illusion rune.
Yeah, he's rooted in place. Does have the the slight from Boom though. Down
firm tip,
goes
yeah.
the puck.
Boom was watching the pre-match interview.
Oh, he definitely would have been. He was also making it to Reddit today. I don't know if you guys saw.
Oh, really?
Wasn't a good thing.
Uh-oh.
What
What'd he
happened?
do?
Apparently was in the same game as BSJ.
Yep.
And he ran down mid.
Oh.
Yeah. Not great.
But was it because Brian's fault? What did Brian do?
Obviously, it was Brian's fault. I have no idea. I didn't watch the full clip.
I heard BSJ and I was like, oh, this is gonna be good. Let's
It
hear
was on. It was on his stream. I can find out the full scope of it. Please hold.
Okay. We'll watch the Dota goes on. Nice cogs though. We'll push back Boom. You can see Aramis getting into position here. Does find Flash, though. There'll be the avalanche. The toss right back. Already had one slight. Boom is just having the time of his life. What is he, 7-0 right now? Maybe about to be 8-0 here as well. Silence does come out. They've got the Stampede. They've got those Mortimer kisses. And Tucky doesn't have anything to save himself, to move away. He's going to try to orb out with the last one from downtown. Will connect. Aramis, though, will get punished by Khan. Hook shot coming in again. Poor Celery. He just had an unfortunate accident in mid. He doesn't want to relive that. And it looks like he's going to avenge himself here because he'll collect a kill on Hustler. And they'll throw down that pit of malice. Boom, though. He's still very healthy, very full of mana for the most part. He's going to be allowed to just play, poking, throwing out some chains, you know. Just have to be a little bit careful. Celery sitting a bit low behind him, though, ready to save him with a cookie.
They just have no damage on no bounty hunter. Compared to like the pre-15-minute damage of Viking has, it's all locked into their levels. You know, if they're in the fight as 3 or 4, they got the stuns, they got the magic damage, they have the way to kill heroes. The bounty hunter, they rely on a really good coil, locking someone inside cogs, gyro being present, maybe a fight. Like they have such minimal damage, and you can see that as they mass TP in, trying to convert, you know, the numbers advantage, but they just don't have anything. So yeah, Viking, they're playing as 4 pretty much this entire game. Meanwhile, Shad in the top lane, 6.2k net worth, completely untouched, and the position. Ooh.
That's a problem when the tankiest guy on the team just looks like absolute ceramic. Flash, too, is just getting bullied here by Boom. Hook shot comes in from Hustler, though. Plus the Dream Coil. They're going to be able to leash this Ember Spirit and possibly get their first kill on him. That is a dead Boom.
That was the best opportunity that no bounty hunter will get in this game to kill the Ember Spirit, simply because he was by himself, playing up in their face, preventing their farm, and their damage comes from, like I just said, it's the coil, it's the hook shot. They could lay it all quite cleanly onto the Ember. There wasn't that +1 damage source from Viking to save or kind of scare no bounty hunter from killing him. But yeah, that's just Boom. This is a type of death where, in reality, it means nothing in the game. They've just forced no bounty to use all their spells for 1 kill. It means they can't make any map movements. They're not suddenly pressuring a tower off this. They're not suddenly, you know, moving deep into the jungle to try and stop Juggernaut from farming.
That's a healthy amount of farm, or not farm, but the kill gold is halfway decent, right?
Yeah, it's kind of like, it's a compromise. So it's like, oh, we have to kill him. So Boom's happy because, haha, you killed me, but it never feels great when you're behind in the game,
right,
getting kills that are kind of being given to you.
True. But I still think we take those.
No, you do take them. You don't let him live. You know, sorry, Boom, please enter our jungle. And yeah, Boone instantly going for the yours because he knows if he just survives, you know, if he can prolong his life for 2-3 seconds, he's going to be able to remnant away because there isn't reliable stuns coming out from the bounty hunter either.
They're hunting, making sure that no one's teleporting in behind this tower, and Blink doing the best he can here to put a little bit of damage down. But you can see the response already coming out from Viking Shad. He feels like he might want to try to fight this. He's got Celery 4 back up as the teleports are starting to come in now. The Blink forward here from Aramis, the toss up into the air, and again, Blink goes down.
Falling so quickly, yeah. Unfortunately, he's not as tanky as he thinks he is, and no bounty hunter. Their response to this aggression was we need to group up as 5 and try and take a tower on the map. But I absolutely love this item from Shad. I love the SMY. We saw it in the Nigma series with RTW. He's under a lot of pressure. When SMY allowed him to fight. This game's completely different. He's not under pressure. He can bite. He can fight. He's going to feel so good.
This is a bit tough here. Oh, but the snap on the coil, the cookie, probably not coming into handy that time. So they do manage to take down Casey, but they're going to have to fight a little bit more here. As Khan's sitting very, very low. They're trying to keep him alive, but they're not going to be able to. He will fall to Boom as they'll start chasing after Flash. He does not have that ultimate available. He is going to be curtains.
I have a question.
Yes.
All right. We got no bounty hunter. They're like, we are going to take this tower, as T says. We're going to go as 5, so they go as 5. They lose one, the same one that is, well, just coming in too late here, and they're losing more. So Viking replies with 5. Why would they still run back in?
They're just trying to get something from nothing. And it's kind of what happens when you're in this type of game where you haven't even hit a tier 1 tower with confidence, and you're being ran up by these kind of pick-off heroes, you feel like you need to make moves, and this is all they're trying to do.
You're saying you feel like you need to make moves. Do you have to?
A little bit. A little bit. It's a desperation play because if you can either try to fight, try to make something happen, or you just sit there and slowly bleed to death.
Yeah, do you want to know the honest truth here? The 2 options they have is go fight and die, go farm and die.
Yeah.
Option 3 is probably farm a lot more, wait for the high ground defense, split the map open a little bit, utilize that puck, and then play off of that. But I'm kind of seeing the real way for no bounty hunter to get themselves is a big Roshan contest. But the pace of this game is so quick from Viking. It is kind of methodical how they keep moving from place to place.
Yeah.
And they're just getting kill after kill. Like, simply put, the product of this aggression is the vision in this game right now. Like, if you look at the minimap, it is 3 dire wards pretty much in all areas of the jungle to mid lane. It doesn't allow no bounty hunter to kind of sneak out and get any farm.
This one's a little bit of a question mark for me, the fact that Flash has just walked up like that and they don't have the clockwork, but yeah, there's a stampede as expected. Flash is gone in a flash. Nucky is next to fall. Sapphire Kisses just raining hellfire down upon the side of no bounty hunter.
How opposed to me keeping a tally of name puns would you be?
I was hoping you'd actually use that one, so I think you should. I think, yeah. Big props to Moxie.
Okay.
Gone in a flash, yeah.
Moxie and T are competing against each
God,
other.
I hate myself right now for making these puns. This is an absolute disaster.
If you can make a pun out of Kezu, then you're a god.
Okay, I got one.
Wow.
I got one.
All right.
That's
all
got to
right.
come up though. It's got to be topical.
No, yeah, please.
Is it Monster Hunter related?
No, it's not.
Oh. Did you know that there's a monster in Monster Hunter that's called Kezu?
No, I did not.
Wow.
It's a blind... It's the only monster in Monster Hunter that doesn't have music. Because the way Monster Hunter works is that when the monster sees you, that's when the music starts, and every monster has different music. But the Kezu is blind, so the music never starts because he never sees you.
Sometimes Kezu does play like he is blind.
There you go.
Woo!
No, I love Kezu, so I'm allowed to say that. He'd give me the approval.
Okay, good.
All right.
We lived together for a month, not flexing, but
A little bit flex.
a little bit.
Does genius rub off in proximity?
Unfortunately,
then,
no. I
Which
wish
way
so.
do you mean that?
His
See, that's
career.
the secret, Jeeves.
His career
One
did gotta
of
get a
them
lot
I'm
better.
complimenting, and one of them I'm flaming.
Oh. Just flame me, it's a lot easier. We can't double flame Kezu.
I mean, we were,
yeah.
so don't worry.
Oh, what? Oh, no.
Oh, no.
I hope they can hear the
Oh,
sarcasm
dear.
bleeding from my voice.
Oh. Flash, he's
Can't say gone in a flash.
No, I can't say gone in a flash. He is
Still
dead,
gone.
though.
Yeah, it's dead. This is looking, pretty dire for No Bounty Hunter. Simply because they they don't have a clean way to take fights, and now you have Aegis advantage as well for Viking. And it's why I love this build from Juggernaut, where you go straight for that SMY, because it allows you to take so many early fights, and you just feel so much more confident to cross that river and apply pressure. And boom, for sure. Before the series started, I said it's between him and Ducky as the two closest players.
He's trying.
Yeah,
Look at him.
Phenomenal.
He's trying. Avalanche, not quite enough damage just yet, but...
Right, you got to take those. That's 1 kill.
Yep. One at a time. They'll get there. Eventually. Maybe. I do like the Roche setting up thing, though, which might explain the no bounty hunter trying desperately to secure their triangle, because that's where the Roshans start. They have got one UBS out there, so that's good. But they already lost the Aegis, so they gotta wait for the next one around.
Cookie hop forward here, trying to body block a little bit onto Blink. Couple of slice. Hook shot over onto the back lines, though. Perhaps they can find themselves a kill over onto Celery. There'll be a big call down. Not going to really connect too much, as again, look at Boom. He is just having the time of his life, being allowed to just zip around all over the place. Down goes Blink again. He's 12-1-9. It doesn't get much better for this Ember Spirit right now.
I guess we have to highlight the fact that Gyrocopter is 10k net worth. He has been able to at least somewhat keep close to the Juggernaut. In these type of games, he can very quickly just get lost in the chaos and the fight. And yeah, he's got Maelstrom, he's got Ags. If he gets that BQB, maybe he can kill a Snapfire or something. But yeah, for sure. Yeah.
He has to live for like another 20 minutes or so.
They might be able to find the kill, though, over here on the Ember Spirit. He does have that Eul's, that buys him just a bit more time to Blink forward here, coming out from Aramis, trying to just burst them down. Not going to be able to quite do it, and we are seeing some of that damage now coming out from the Gyrocopter, but those are good steering chains. Will hold them into place. Tucky, he's trying. He wants to get this kill onto Aramis. The hook shot comes through from Hustler. They do eventually find that kill, but now the pushback here on Celery. Hustler has to be careful. He's going a little bit too far here. He doesn't have any way of being able to hook out. He already used it. Blink was trying to get him in the bus, trying to get in the party van, but he just isn't going to be able to do it. So it is just a party of 2.
That was big, though. I think they did really well, considering they're so far behind in gameplay.
Well, that's because the Juggernaut was farming jungle, Centaur was in the lane, so it was pretty much 3 versus 5. And I loved how Viking utilized their spells there, because you have the buddy system. Ember Remnants out, but turns around, slight chains. Then you have the Snapfire using Cookie to disconnect. You've got the Tiny using Toss. Like, they have so many kind of help each other spells where they just were able to prolong that fight long enough that it wasn't catastrophic for the positioning of Viking. But again, realistically, one death doesn't stop the death ball of Viking. They just keep running down lanes. They have this SMY Sood-P Skadi Juggernaut who is soon unkillable. Like, for Gyro to play this game, he needs like BKB, Butterfly, Satanic Rapier. Like, that's pretty much when I see no Bounty Hunter being in a good, healthy position.
Oh, Taki? No, they have the vision on him. He was trying really hard to make a clever play using that Dream Coil, but eventually does get spotted out.
Yeah, I like what Ducky was trying to do there. Like, if he continues to play behind the tier 2s, just skipping waves, forcing Viking to have to look back there, it will take 1 or 2 heroes to kill him. That's now, an extra couple of jungle camps for Gyrocopter. And we are now looking for Gyro to be hitting 3 or 4 items to play this game. Like, they physically can't take a fight unless it's at their tier 3s where they can utilize buybacks, or maybe if Viking are heavily out of position, comfortable with farming the entire map.
Well, they might get a chance to fight very soon. But
I think the fight's coming to them, Shees.
Yeah.
I think they've got an Invis rune on Keizu. He's more than happy to do some scouting, and he's gonna blink on an unlucky specimen. But they have a lot of control over here, like they said, the only hope they really have currently is just to have the puck. He's the only one who really can make these risky sort of plays, trying to cut waves, trying to just buy them some more time. But they are going to smoke up, and the Aegis does get reclaimed during this.
Okay, this is nice.
This is their time.
They have to find, like, the perfect jump.
I mean, that looks pretty good if you're able to get it, but the teleports are already coming out. Call down, the Dream Coil has been used. He's still silenced up, though. Are they going to be able to fight? Yes, they get the kill on Boom. So that is a pretty good play here, but they will unfortunately lose Blink, who is trying to protect the tier 2. Can they cut them off, though? Do they want to try to cut them off is the other question. Shad? He's just running at Flash, running at Khan, but does have to be a little bit careful. There is a missile being tossed out at him. And you can see the Gyrocopter trying to keep his distance. All 4 of them grouped up together, but they don't have the Dream Coil any longer. They already used it over on the Ember Spirit. Okay, so thinking perhaps he was going to show back up, but there's going to be a Cookie Hop coming out now. Shad over onto the low ground. Just going to start farming up as they toss another little missile at him. He's going to have a short-lived life, though, as it is immediately destroyed by Little Shredder.
Yeah, no, Bounty Hunter, they excellently timed the Roshan to be able to find a fight to play. They did kill the Ember Spirit. Of course, Juggernaut was on the Aegis, but you don't really want to touch him at all. And if Underdog wasn't dying there in the top tier 2, maybe they could look to then combo another fight using his ultimate, but unfortunately Blink dying, it didn't really give them a position to fight. But again, no Bounty, they're keeping themselves thinking forward, which is a good sign.
Oh, the toss back here. Hustler was trying to save him using that hook shot. The Abaddon doing the best they can, trying to keep Khan alive. It's too difficult, though. There's too much damage. They will be able to get a consolation prize, though, in the form of Aramis. But Shad's here, and Shad's looking angry that one of his teammates is gone. So they are going to feel that fury as, again, nice hoof stomp coming out from Keizu, and the final hit comes out from Shad.
They fought too far forward. I was like, yes, nice. They're thinking of this Aegis time and doing this, and then they get one kind of half good play, and that false confidence of going, okay, let's go do a little bit more on the map, and then Viking instantly shut down any hopes of no bounty, trying to get something from the map, and soon that map's going to be very small again.
And they delayed that BKB by quite a bit. He was only 800 gold away from it. Can't farm for 40 seconds and loses gold, so it's going to be quite a long time before they can actually fight again properly.
Dota 2 is a fun game, but not if you're dead and not able to play.
Yeah.
This tier 2 is just getting wailed upon, and I don't even think Blink should even just try to move or do anything here. I think it's very, very scary, but he's
useful
brave.
as well.
He's thinking, gonna try.
Okay, so they're using Fortification here to prolong the engagement because they're smoking right now around the back in the hope to punish the lack of positioning from Viking. You see that Tiny isn't here and Centaur isn't here, but they are very disciplined in Viking. They do not accept this kind of minimal bait that was being shown. It's like, you know what? You can deny this tower. We don't care. We're going to reset, and we're not going to give you an opportunity to make a play. But that does show that Viking is still respecting no Bounty Hunter, even when they do have a firm grasp on the game.
They have a counter smoke coming into play, though. They are on the high ground, so perhaps... No, they don't end up going that way, although Taki... They could get a nice stomp here, possibly. Shad, of course, is right nearby. But they're just kind of camping out over around the Roche Pit. They're waiting for that next respawn.
I'd love to see in this position, actually moving the puck from this fight area, but to push in bot lane. Force Viking to think about another tower, and then he can instantly TP in. I guess the difficult part with that is there are no tier 2s alive. There is no outpost in this top area of the map for him to play off of, so he can't quickly get back into the fight. And it's the difficulty of losing towers so early in the game is you can't make these quicker plays.
Yeah, well, the BKB was just picked up for the Gyrocopter, and they've used the Dream Coil, but the stop over on the back line's coming out from Keizu. Go, he'll use a Stampede to hold them into place, though, using a nice pit of malice, and, of course, using that hook shot, but they just don't have the damage, not quite yet, although, you know, you look at Khan over on the back lines. Keizu trying to run away. He's not going to be able to. So that is the first BKB reveal coming out here from Khan. Shot needs to be a little bit careful, too. He's playing a bit close here. A couple slides. Cookie on the back line here. Grandma, are you going to be able to make it out alive? Cookie Hop coming forward. Blink is here, though. Need to be careful. They're in very close proximity. They've got the Avatos over the back lines. They still managed to take down Celery. Khan, he needs a little bit more help, and they're doing it. They have plenty of damage this time around.
All right.
Love
They
it.
take down Boom, they take down Aramis, and buyback on Celery because they're worried about this Roshan.
That was
They
that
can
was
go
good.
back in, though. Isn't the Roshan soon spawning? Am I reading that clock wrong?
35
seconds. I mean, they can do it before Emma comes back.
You know, I'm
Maybe.
thoroughly impressed with the Bounty Hunter there. They were able to take that fight pretty well. They got the jump onto the Ember Spirit, but I think the main MVP of that fight was Ducky. The way that he kind of baited Shad onto him, and he had that Ghost Scepter for the Omni Slash. He just completely wasted all of Juggernaut's impact in the fight, and it allowed then for this Gyrocopter to feel confident because he wasn't scared of the Juggernaut and how he countered him, so they was able to continue fighting on. So yeah, big props to Ducky. They've been able to just kind of isolate the threats of Viking and just tank them up for his team.
I mean, this is a team that, you know, definitely is the underdog coming in here, but they're showing very good signs of life.
They have grit, you know?
They do. They got true
the game's
grit.
been rough, Moxie, but you know, they're sticking it out. They're keeping their comms positive and forward thinking. They're trying to find ways to keep themselves in the game.
Ooh. Shad trying to decide who he wants to just plunk away at. And there's the Ava. Toss right back in. Flash, he's taken a lot of that damage, but eventually that ult will end, and so will his life.
And every 5-position player right now knows how good Flash is here, because don't worry, lads, tanked it for you guys. Keep on farming. Keep it up. PMA.
The gank. Stampede, though, coming out. The blink forward from Aramis. The top right back in here. Hustler. Nice stomp coming out from KZ. He's trying to get that last hit, and he does indeed manage it.
This is pretty much kind of Dota 101 is what Voikin's demonstrating here. You get a kill. Instantly, when you get a kill in one area of the map, you flood to the other side of the map. You don't allow them any time to get that extra camp. And now, because they killed an Abaddon, who had buyback, they then also somehow killed the Clockwork because he was out of position. Outside of Roshan, Roshan respawns. We said it was 35 seconds. It's now up. That's now going to be devastating for no bounty hunter. If they were able to contest this Roshan, a comeback story could be on the cards. But
they're trying some cheeky plays here. Tucky's really hoping, really trying. Waiting rips into the middle of everyone here, cooking up just a little bit.
He got it!
He manages to steal it. The Radiant takes the Rosh and takes the Aegis. Oh, man.
Is he going to get it?
Look at this Blink.
He's styling! All right.
Nice. Uber 5 out of 5 stars and a tip, and then some.
He's getting a healthy tip.
Yeah.
He started the ult in the pit, then he forced it. Oh, you know what? I just thought they wouldn't. God damn, Ducky.
Doom just made T-Gov stand up. That's
Why not?
excited.
I sat down because I was like, oh, Vikings got Roshan now. And then they had to pause. Kesu's like, gotta think this one through, lads. There's some lag happening. Oh, let's get a little replay.
Look at this. Look at this.
All right, so
Cheeky play.
Boop. Gets it. But this is the real part. Hold up. Look at the Uber on the southern side. He's waddling in. Oh, he gets tossed. Wait. Wait. Wait, hold on a second. That play was only made possible because Aramis tossed the Underlord deeper into the fight. Ooh.
Oh.
No.
Please? Oh, no. Pause counted.
I guess, yeah. Someone came back and someone probably went to the toilet.
Aramis made a boo-boo.
I wish there was a weatherman, actually, because like I can assume that, but maybe he still was in range for like a 4-star play, but...
No, that was definitely an alley-oop.
It felt like a whoop.
Yeah,
he's in.
That was nothing but that right there.
Okay. Damn. But either way, very good from the bounty hunter. They were able to get the classic puck still, and then doubled it with an excellent Uber service with a bit of help from the Tiny.
How is this 5v5 late game potential? Like, is the favor for late game on the side of no bounty hunter to have a good shot, or is it mostly the gyro with the rapier that's gonna have to carry them out?
Yeah, I think we're aligning ourselves for the gyro being I have everything and I survive an Omni Slash.
Khan, though, he's got himself a BKB and he's dishing out a decent amount of damage. He is going to need some help, though. Flash has to keep him alive, and it doesn't look like he's going to be able to do it. So down goes Khan, down goes Flash. They got a little bit too excited here as Blink tries to teleport away. Don't quite have the vision on him, but he's not going to be able to leave. So that is poor dead on the side of
damn it, no bounty hunter. Stop playing with my emotions. What are you doing? You're losing the game, you're contesting Roshan, you get the Aegis, and then you die.
Ducky,
my emotions.
You're being a little bit too showy here.
Oh no, he's...
Yep, I don't know why you would do that. But he's going right back up again. Does manage to dodge. He's got the blink. He'll go. He gets a 3-man Dream Coil. But can't do a whole heck of a lot aside from that. He's going to buy a little bit more time. And he is able to blink away. He's hoping that nobody can see him. And the trees... Oh, no. Aramis, he makes a correct call. Again, he's very slippery to try to get your fingers on. But eventually does die to Aramis. And the tower is being sieged.
This is a roller coaster of a game. I feel, unfortunately for no bounty hunter, every time they have a good play, they then seem to play the map like they're, in an even state. And unfortunately, they are just getting punished. The first time in the top area of the map, and now just in the jungle after contesting the Aegis.
It's a nice bit of malice, though. Does manage to keep Flash alive. Hustler jumping forward here. He's going to take a majority of this Omni Slash, although nope, it goes over to Blink. Shats, he's a bit deep here. They need to get some right click off, and he's going to try to teleport on out. Blink, though, still alive, so they managed to protect their racks. Look at this. Ntaki, he's just plinking away over here. He's hoping that he can catch any sort of a straggler. Does eventually manage to find Celery over here on the corner. Does have a Glimmer Cape. They don't quite have that detection just yet. So it looks like maybe they... Oh, that's a very... Woo! The tips are coming out for that one. The heal up over here onto Blink. He's hoping that maybe they can make it back home. And it looks like they're probably... No, last second. He is dead. As the rest of the team of Viking kind of caught in a weird sort of area, but the BKB comes out from Shad now as they slide forward here with Boom. Flash sitting very, very low, already having that ult proc, and Khan, he's doing everything he can. He's trying to put out all this damage, but he just doesn't seem to have enough for everyone that is here. Another pit of Malice holding into place. Taki just trying to poke at them. Do manage to snap the coil over onto Keizu, but it doesn't do quite enough here. It's a lot of noise for nothing, it feels like.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I was trying to think of a pun or a joke to play on analyst there. Sorry. Yeah. This no Bounty Hunter have kind of they played with my emotions a lot in this game. Moxie. That's what I'm gonna say.
Well, they're not done playing with it yet. They're not completely out of this game, T.
They're gonna find another comeback.
You're going to experience the spectrum of human emotion throughout this game.
Yeah, it's way
You have
too
joy,
full
you
in.
have sadness, terror,
Sorrow,
remorse.
pity, death,
death.
and another one.
God, Nataki plays so well, and then all of a sudden he just gets blown up.
It went from one Aegis still, getting that amazing play, the reset out, to then just 4-man wipe, Aegis lost, and now the game, yeah, Viking, they just don't let off the pressure, and I think that you have to give them a lot of props for how they played this game, constantly sweeping across the map, never allowing No Bounty Hunter any time to just relax in the state of the game.
I mean, the game's not over to you, acting like it's already over.
I'm just setting it up for the Ancient to fall. That's it, Moxie.
Tips coming out from Aramis here. Towards Aramis, rather. And they'll rotate now to the top lane. They're trying. They've got Heart. They've got Spirit. The toss up into the air this time, but it looks like Aramis finally is going to fall. It's Keizu jumping forward, trying to protect him. Not going to be able to quite do it, but again, these racks are falling. Boom. So trying to get forward here. The spin coming out, but now from Shad. Can they find anything? The BKB from Boom does need to be a little bit careful, though, because Khan, he is dishing out more damage. Hook shot not going to quite connect. Coming out from Hustla. So they managed to take a tower in the mid lane and the racks, and the tower and half racks in the top lane.
Real question is, do you think Viking waits for another Roshan to then end the game? Or do you think they have the confidence right now to sweep to the bottom side of the map, take the tier 2 and go for it again?
With a double damage rune, they might. But at the same time, if their movement that we saw earlier with the on the tier 2 top, when they were backing off then, if
Say
that's
that 3
anything
times
to go
fast,
for.
Shiver.
Tier 2 top, tier 2 top, tier 2 top.
Pretty good. I'm
The fourth would have been very difficult, not gonna lie. But if that behavior was anything to go off, they'll take it slow. They'll take the safe road. Maybe if you were to ask me that a year ago, I would have said that they would have definitely tried.
And yeah.
We're ahead. Let's go. But maybe also, they'll wait on the high ground. Apparently, seeing if someone dares to walk up.
This is one unkillable Juggernaut.
Oh yeah.
You don't often see a BKB on Juggernaut, but this is the build of, I am going to non-stop fight you, and sure, if I waste spin, I'm going to have that kind of second life in Jug terms because you have another BKB. Whew.
Chad the Chad.
It's a very manly build, very aggressive build for sure.
Very fierce indeed. So they'll smoke up over on the side of Viking, and they're hunting. They want to ensure that the next fight that they take is in their advantage even more so. And then they can finish up this game. So you can see Shad leading the charge. Flash having to be very careful. But again,
they're about to see the courier, so they know someone's there. Oh.
but it's Flash. This is the one person that if you want that gank to happen to tank. Oh, look, they're going to be friends. Oh, look. Hello. Hi.
Vision range, I don't
Please
think
don't pay
big
attention
enough.
to Taki in the bottom lane. He's not here, I promise.
not.
Teleport out and see you later. And
Very
Flash
nice.
also managing to survive. Pretty happy with that.
Yeah, Viking pretty much just trying to use the vision that they already have on the map to then smoke to the opposite side to try and find that pickoff once again. They've done a really good job this game of smoking for a pickoff into an instant objective.
After all that, Flash still lost his courier, by the way. Just wanted to point out.
Yeah, it's fine. It'll grow back. If the game doesn't end before that.
Nah, surely not.
I think this game's got about 5 minutes left on it.
5 minutes. Okay, is that
Yeah,
gonna
5.
be your official?
But
Yeah.
5 minutes left.
5 minutes, yeah.
Is it guaranteed for Viking to win?
Yeah.
How about you say 20 minutes, and then we still have no bounty hunter getting a good shot?
So that's
Maybe.
going from, like, if we were doing like the Dota Plus, predictions right now, it's
Yeah.
like 90. Thank you. Yeah, it's like 99% right now. In 20 minutes, it could be like
96 T. Sorry.
Actually, I never knew that.
It is glasses.
I never knew it actually
What?
had the number in the bottom left. I won't lie.
Really?
This entire time, on every single time I watched people talk about this,
Oh, dear.
I just thought you were really good at like estimating. Oh my! Wait, can I see the Dota Plus again? Just so I can. I am
96%.
You really you
Oh
need
my
glasses.
god! I need glasses.
You need spectacles, my friend.
Wow.
I don't think that's a glasses problem.
No, it is actually. He actually has very poor eyesight.
Yeah.
Why don't you have
Poor lad.
glasses then?
I'm just scared they don't make me look cool. I don't have the face for glasses.
You could get lenses.
That's the plan eventually. But not
Okay.
right now.
All
I
right.
think you'd look charming with glasses.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Also, don't they add like the extra, like, okay, I'm very clever.
It works for
Flair.
Brian.
Yeah, yeah.
No blame, no blame.
No, I guess I do need that. Yeah.
I do like when you get all like, real focusy.
I've got to squint sometimes. It's real bad.
But
honestly.
imagine if you could squint while holding your glasses.
you're-
That makes you look
yeah.
smart.
Damn.
What if you just got a monocle?
That's it. Yeah, that's it.
On brand.
Oh, sorry.
Tea, governor.
What were you
just a cup
saying?
of tea in your monocle.
Exactly. Yeah.
Where's your top hat, sir?
I'm not pretentious. I'm just
No,
British.
Right. 20k gold in favor of Viking, and they're still not at 100%.
So I said 5 minutes. How many minutes ago?
2 minutes, 3
Not long
minutes?
enough yet.
2
Let's
minutes.
Let's go 2 minutes. Yeah, that can confirm. Comeback was on the cards, and that was the Aegis comeback, and then they threw it away.
Mm-hmm.
What's the gyrocopter packing right now? Oh, beautiful. He's got the butterfly, which is soon to be mitigated from the upcoming MKB that the Juggernaut had just completed. So yeah, I think for Gyrocopter, we are looking in the region of Satanic Rapier is the timing for No Bounty Hunter to maybe make a big comeback. But yeah, Shad's going to rip through towers with that leveler. He's got everything he needs. So this is the slow and steady Viking game to decide when they want to take the next fight.
Well, Roshan's soon gonna be up. We have flares coming out from the Bounty Hunter. There's an illusion still in there for quite a while, but not long enough for the Roshan to respawn, so the illusion's gonna despawn before the Roshan spawns. What's up, T?
Can they do it again?
Ooh, yeah, can
Also,
they?
Yeah.
couriers don't give vision inside the Roshan pit anymore, so it's all about
The flares!
the flare now. But yeah,
Ooh, we had an illusion battle.
Can they do it again? Can No Bounty Hunter steal the Aegis to change that from a 96% to a 93%?
He's done it. The Ghost Gyrocopter has defeated the Ghost Juggernaut.
If the Roshan gets stolen, I think the percentage change would be
Are you
At
factoring
least-
all
at
the
least-
deaths here too?
at least 3%.
Oh, they know it's up.
Yeah, yeah.
And don't forget, there's an Agnum's Blessing
True.
on this Roshan. So,
You say only 1% difference?
No, I said 93%. I
Yeah,
agree
exactly.
with you. Yeah, 3%. Yeah.
No, you said 93%, meaning only 1% lower than 94%. I'm saying it will be 91%.
Okay. I'll go with 1%.
How about you, Moxie?
I just want Clockwork to get a jetpack at this point. It's probably not happening, let's be really honest. It did just get buffed.
There's always hope in the game of Dota 2.
There is, but everybody knows that this Rosh is up, so this is where all eyes are going to be. And ooh, there's a tasty double damage rune over in the bottom part of the river that no one knows exists just yet.
And more importantly, we have to remember how No Bounty Hunter was able to win some fights previously when they're behind.
Yeah, smoked.
It was, tanking up the Omni Slash, removing that component, and then they have a pretty good shot. So I think it's all on them to bait out Shad, to waste his ultimate, and then maybe they can make a good fight. So being proactive, it will be very helpful.
Smoking action is going to break Khan and Shad. The jump forward immediately, toss up into the air, and already Hustler is not going to be a part of this fight. He is going to fight back, though. He's not willing to let this fall. They know that's going to be a big problem when they go and they drop the Pit of Malice. Oh, it's a 3-man Dream Coil plus the silence coming out, but do they have the damage? Can they get in there fast enough? They are stunned up over on the back lines, though. Lucky, he's taking a lot of damage, and he doesn't seem to have any way to really be a part of this fight. As Khan, he's trying to hit as much as he can, but it's just looking too difficult. They're not going to be able to... Oh, last second, man. Blink has got some great getaway driving skills here.
Too late for Ducky and Flash, though. That's gonna cost them the Roshan. And that's gonna... It definitely made them take longer than the 5 minutes that T said.
That's true. They stuck it out.
Yeah.
But yeah, for No Bounty Hunter, that play, it was kind of a Hail Mary of maybe we find a really good pickoff and we can then start pressuring that Roshan. And They had to buy back on the clock. They just lacked damage once again. They hit a 3-man coil, but Ember instantly then uses. They can't really get Jara into the fight. So, yeah, unfortunate for no Bounty Hunter, but you know, props to them to trying to sticking out the game, continuously trying to find ways to maybe punish Viking being too comfortable. But Viking, they are not playing for jokes. They are always making sure there's 5. They're always making sure that they're in the right position, and they're not allowing no Bounty to capitalize on one misstep.
Well, again, it's one of those situations too that you know, you go back, you take a look at your replays, and maybe you can adjust some things. But there is a hook shot coming out now from Hustler, but over onto the back lines, they're jumping forward. A little bit off the mark there with that stomp. Call down is getting tossed down. Will connect on several of their heroes, but it doesn't seem to matter because they're just kind of taking a bath in the middle of it. Steering chains get tossed out. We'll root them into place for a little bit here. Shad's just going to spin to an out. Trying not to be too greedy. They're waiting a moment, possibly going to re-engage. But there it is. There's a double damage rune. He's constantly seeing Blink, throwing down that Pit of Malice, trying to hold them into place. Gotta be careful of all these Blink daggers, though. They can't group up too tight because when they do, that's what happens. On the toss back, Khan, though, he does have the BKB, and he's just trying to dish out some of this damage, but it's just not doing quite enough. He can't lifesteal fast enough either as they get right back in again. And looks like Snapfire is going to survive the toss back over. There it is. Those are those long-range kisses we were talking about. Blink goes down. Khan also to fall. Hustler trying. He wanted that kill on Celery, but the GG does indeed get called. They've had enough. It's time to move on to the next game.